The divide over how the migrant crisis should be handled is impacting communities nationwide. While many big cities are feeling the strain, some smaller towns are torn over whether to welcome migrants as they look to fill thousands of jobs. NBC's Julia Ainsley has more.
In major cities across America, officials say they've reached a breaking point, struggling to handle the record number of arriving migrants. But here in small-town Fremont, Nebraska, where there are just 39 workers for every 100 job openings, some are encouraging even more legal migrants to come.
We need these people. We need this work done. This is what feeds the nation and the world.
Many of the openings are at this $500 million chicken plant, opened in 2019. Young locals often move away, leaving those slaughterhouse jobs to migrants, like Vicente Hernandez. With Hispanic migrants, although it is hard, although it is heavy, they endure, he says. The difference with an American citizen is that every time he finds a job, when he sees it is hard, he leaves it, he says. Hernandez and his wife are also pastors to the growing Guatemalan community. Once this town of 27,000 was nearly all white. Now 1 out of 6 are Latino. Since 2018, the school district added almost 800 non-English speaking students. Meatpacking is the biggest industry here in Fremont. The state's Chamber of Commerce says Nebraska needs to welcome more migrants to fill jobs like these. But some residents here are resistant to that change. Voters backed a town ordinance twice, which says locals must tell the city that they are here legally before they can rent housing. The city cannot always verify the information, but people say the law remains on the books to send a message. Councilman Paul Van Buren supports it. Why was it brought up?
Citizens had asked the city council to do something because it was pretty obvious that we were become a haven for illegals.
He argues slaughterhouses paying low wages to migrants lowers incomes for citizens and criticizes increased costs for migrant children at local schools.
The sheer pressure of bringing in numbers of people has resulted in a considerable burden to the taxpayers.
But City Councilman Mark Jensen, who's lived in the area since he was 10 years old, is against that ordinance.
It's a bad look for our city.
And he says Fremont needs to embrace change.
Immigration is crucial. A lot of people that live and grew up here don't stay. They move out. It's critical for us to have the people that we've got here.
Back at the church, Vicente tells us he regularly gets about 3 hours of sleep a night. But still, he and his wife Maria say they found their new hometown. Now I live the American dream, as they call it. I'm happy because I have everything, she tells us.